Yes, we are live.
Okay, super. Okay, so the time is 5 p.m. and so we would like to invite you and welcome you to UNYQ's first live streaming on Facebook. My name is Katarina Levenadler. I'm a certified prosthetist orthotist and broadcasting right now from Sweden. I'm a CPO, mother of two sons, been medical device director, managing director for two medical device companies. And I've also been vice president for IKEA's global product development and the range and supply. And now back in the O&P industry where I belong, and I have my passion, because my passion is really to do democratic design for the many people that needs it the most, and doing that using innovative exponential technology. And that is exactly what UNYQ is doing. So I'm happy that I joined UNYQ 1 year ago and I'm now working as executive VP for UNYQ. And with me today, I have the one and only Bogdan.
Hello all. Actually, I'm the sales manager for UNYQ since 2017. I have a background like a shipbuilding engineer, and I'm also amputee, AK amputee above knee since 2009. And also I was one of the first customers of UNYQ, wearing a UNYQ cover proudly since the beginning. So I hope we both share a lot of our information about the company, about our products with you. And thank you very much to be here. So let's start with our presentation. The idea is to have a quick presentation about the company, about the products, and then showing you some new models, explaining you a little bit how it works, how you can attach it to your prosthetic, and so on. So let's start with the presentation first. I would let my colleague Katarina to start with.
Yes, thank you, Bogdan. So we will start with talking a bit about what is unique with UNYQ. Why is UNYQ like no other? Then we will talk about uniques for DNAs, the wares, the products, the uniquers, the unique way, and unique partners. And at the end, we will have a bit of a takeaway. And as Bogdan said, we will also have time for questions. And if you have questions during the time of presentation, please put them in the comment and we will try to answer them during the presentation or at the end, where also Bogdan will do some live showing of the products. Okay, let's go. So UNYQ is like no other, and you can say that UNYQ has already revolutionized the medical wearable industry by empowering consumers with medically functional 3D printed, fully personalized wearables, which also reduce both time and money significantly. And historically, many of the prosthetic and orthotic wearables have been seen almost like a stigma. It has been mainly focusing on function to replace something that was lost, but not so much details into aesthetics, design, or customization. And you can also see that the process was and sometimes still are quite manual. It's time consuming for all involved. It's many times noisy and dusty and a quite hazardous environment to work in and be a patient in. And products get dirty fast and are not very hygienic. But the future is now. And one of the mega trends that we can see now is the self-expression. The importance for people to be able to be unique, show uniqueness and their personality. And that is also affecting medical wearables. We also have a trend of digital mindset, you can say the digital revolution, where a new generation is totally connected. And you can say that the mobile device is almost a part of your body. And we see that connected possibility being a true benefit in those times of a pandemic spreading across countries, where this digital connection has made it possible for us to, in one way or the other, more or less, continue to work and stay connected with the one we love. And online shopping, as we know, is a mega trend and a norm. And we already have over 5 billion smartphones connected everywhere around the world. And from a people perspective, many people talk today about there is a shift, that it's mostly important for many people about affordability for your living, accessibility, and sustainability. And you can say affordability for the things that is important for you has also made it possible to make new technology affordable by having exponential technology. The 3D printing, the robotics, the artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things is actually doubling in speed every second year. And the dropping in the price is at the same pace, which make those new technologies and possibilities to make completely revolutionary products affordable for the many. You can also say that it's accessible by being digital, and we are all connected. It's also accessible for anyone, anywhere around the world, and it can go quite fast. And one example is Align Technology that is doing 3D printed dental braces that went from 0 to 2.5 billion euro in revenues, reaching many people around the world with more beautiful, less hard to wear, easier to access, less cumbersome process of developing the product, and in a short time. And that is also what you will see UNYQ is doing now. And not to forget the maybe most important thing right now that we talk about is sustainability, how we can be both people and planet positive. And the 3D printing makes that possible in the way that it reduces waste. There are no inventory and there are no hazardous chemicals. It can be placed locally, and the material used is also recyclable. So good for people and good for planet. And talking about us, at UNYQ, we like sometimes to look into what Bob Dylan said in an interview, because what he said then was, life is not about finding yourself, life is about creating yourself. And here at UNYQ, we would also like to support you in expressing yourself. And UNYQ's history goes back to 2014, where the company was founded by Etho Bender and Manuel Boza, with headquarters in San Francisco and a subsidiary in Seville, Spain. And we also had the first amputee walking on the catwalk of New York Fashion Show. It was Alex Minsky. And that was a revolution in itself, to show a cover, a prosthetic cover by an amputee on the fashion show. We also partnered up with 3D System for innovation and IP rights. Launched the first app. It used to be casting, plastic casting, then sometimes a big scanner. Now we're actually down to a very intuitive app for doing the biometric scanning. 2016, we went over to SLS printing, which is a lot more durable and higher quality than what it used to be. The old printers usually was used for mainly prototyping. Now we are able to print device that is possible to use every day. And we also launched the spine wear at UNYQ. By 2017, we took another step when it comes to 3D printing and went to what we believe is the best printers and technology in the world right now for this kind of medical wearables, and that is the HP MGF, multi-jet fusion, which is improving both quality, durability, and speed, and also sustainability by being more recyclable in the powder that you're using, the polyamide. UNYQ has also been on many trade shows around the world and had the first, you can say, fashion catalog for prosthetic wearers. And I think you can recognize the handsome guy on the left. And 2019, UNYQ made the range broader by introducing also prosthetic socket, making actually commercially viable 3D printed total prosthetic wearers for the first time. And also introduced a partnership with IKEA, an ergonomic gaming wear concept, and also bringing out a new catalog, also including a 3D printing studio, showing a wide variety of 3D printed medical wearables. And now we will go into the unique for DNA. And the first DNA of unique is the wares. It's the products that are stylish and personalized and constantly redesigned. The second DNA is the most important one. That is the uniquers. That is the global community of users that now can laugh in the face of normal. And that is why it's so important for us to have all those influencers, uniquers that support us in continuously improve the way we work and what we design to meet all those needs and demands that we have by the users around the world. The third DNA is the unique way. It's the unique digital process that includes both the selection of the device, the design, the fitting, the 3D printing, and the shipping globally. And the fourth DNA is the partnership we have with over 500 unique O&P facilities that is in the forefront of rethinking the industry together with us. And now Bogdan will tell you a bit more about the first DNA, which is the unique wear.
Actually, in 2014, we unlock the power of choice. It means that we start doing covers, and we gave to the user a new perspective. If at the beginning the technician was telling us, I'm speaking like a user also, only the two opportunities: having a phone on a prosthetic or just walking without anything. Now we have a third choice, who is a prosthetic cover, a 3D printing prosthetic cover. So in 2040, we start with the covers. 2019 was a new year for us regarding the sockets. So we had a new product launched, who also give the customer, the amputee, the possibility to match the cover with the socket, having the same design, the same color, the same finishing. 2020, we launched the covers and the socket for the arms, for the upper extremities, and also a 3D studio. It means that we can provide the customer with a service of different 3D printing components like helmets and orthosis, for example. Maybe we can switch to the next. Let's speak about the covers and the possibility to style and personalize your cover. It's not just functional about the functionality. It's also about the style of your prosthetic. So actually, what we can do is express yourself at 100%, meaning that you can choose your model, you can choose your color, you can choose your finishing. So it's affordable for everyone, for all type of prosthetics and components. And of course, it doesn't matter if you're an amputee, a below amputee, a AK amputee, or you have also integration system. If you compare it to a foam cover, for example, you don't have too much weight on it, so it's more or less the same weight. Very easy for the technician to remove it if he has to do different alignments or changing components, and very easy to clean. The shape will not change. So there are a lot of benefits regarding the covers. I will continue speaking about, maybe we change about the water resistance. This is also a major point, because you can go to swim, you can use it in salt water, and it can be cleaned very easy. Now in our days, we all know with the hygienic situation, we can clean it with water and soap. So it's very easy to disinfect it and to avoid any bacteria and all of these other things on the cover. maybe we can switch to the next slide, Katarina, and I can show you some. Here we can see some of our models. That's, yeah, we have more or less like the 20 models in different colors matching. Of course, the cover will have the shape of your own health leg, so there's no difference between the cover and your leg. Actually, it permits you to express yourself in a few words. Like I was saying, we can match the covers for the transtibial, transfemoral, and for arms prosthetics, and then also for different type of knee joints, like Geniomix 3, like polycentric knees. We can see this on the next slide. So this is also integration cases where we can add a cover with no worries on it. On below, we have a BK patient wearing a cover. So actually, if you are watching the health leg and the stump, you can see no difference. If we wear pants on the cover, there's absolutely no difference between both legs. I think on the next slide, we have some examples with some polycentric knees. I'll give you an example like the 360. We can do a cover avoiding any gap between the knee and the cover, and also keeping the shape of the health leg in the same time. Cover benefits. I was already talking about some benefits. Now I will just do a schema with all of this. We can order it very easy and very fast using an intuitive app. So you don't need a scan. You don't need to spend time on scanning or other tricky things. You just use the app. Then we can add different components, different extras on the cover, like a protection who can avoid of, how do you say, giving damage to your knee. So once you have the cover on, you can use it as a protector also. It's also a stable material. It means that it doesn't change the shape. So we all know, like a user, the foam in a few weeks will change absolutely the shape. Even if our technician will spend a lot of time to having the best shape ever. And this is a positive thing. Also symmetrical and very easy to wear. I will show you in a few minutes how it looks like on a prosthetic, on my prosthetic, just to compare it. And then it's very easy to fit. So we have just a fast clamp, we call it a fast clamp, very easy to remove both parts of the prosthetic. And of course, it's steady and safe. It will not fall down in different situation, like going into water or something else. Of course, if you want to personalize more than if just having a cover is not enough, we can go further and we can add different accessories to it, let's say, like vinyls with your type of pictures or example of pictures. Then we can engrave names. We have an example here, like we write Diana. And then I was speaking about the clamps. You can see here on the right a fast clamp. Maybe I can show you quick here with the demo cover that I have. So this is how it looks, a fast clamp. Very easy to remove from the prosthetic. I will show you open how it looks like. So this is it. Fast clamp. Let's say this is the tube of a prosthetic. You clip it. And you just put it on. And that's it. And then you have the back side will. That's it more or less. We will go into details after the presentation. It will be easier, so I can also answer to the questions, because I imagine it will be a lot of them. So of course we can do a custom design. This means that you don't like neither of one we show you in the catalog. So you want something only one, done only one and only for you. You just choose your. You came with your idea and we design it for you. So you just have some examples below. Yeah, we like to say that the unique covers are like a second skin. They're easy to remove for the prosthetic. Positive thing for the technician. Everybody knows that once we get to the clinic and we want to do an alignment, and you have a foam on the prosthetic, they have to cut it to do the alignment and then to glue it again. So the shape is screwed out. With the cover, we just remove both parts. They do what they have to do, and then we get back home without any worries about the shape of the prosthetic. Of course, it's not toxic, so it's a material who is not toxic at all. You don't have to have a stock like with the foams. You just you print it and you have it, and then easy to disinfect, like I was saying, and very easy to fit on your prosthetic by your own. A few words about the unique sockets. Like I was saying before, the unique sockets are, let's say, a full prosthetic with your personality on it. So you have the same design, the same shape, the same colors, and on the prosthetic, also on your cover. In the image here, we have a BK full prosthetic. It means that you don't have separate socket and cover. It's only in one piece, and it's printed directly like this. Of course, you can choose the design and the finishing that you like with the color. Very easy to replicate, and then very safe. It means that we didn't put it on the market before doing some ISO tests. So it was tested for 125 kilograms, like more of the same thing like they are doing with the knee joints in general. And then 3 million of cycles, some specific tests that, and it's suitable, of course, for K1, K2, and K3 activity level. Suitable for moderate impact. It was not tested yet for running. Of course, I tried mine on running and there were no problem, but it was not tested for this at the machines. Let's switch to the next slide, Katarina, please. I was talking also about the 3D Studio. The 3D Studio, it's a possibility to the customers, to the clinician in general, to send us the STL file with their project, and we give them the service of printing. So we just receive the file and we print it for them. We can play with the design and with the color from our side, but it will not be something medical from our side. So this is like a service that we are doing. The DNA of the Unicers. Actually, being part of this community, I can say that it changed in my opinion. It changed the way that people is watching you. For me, it was not a problem since the beginning, but you can see that you are getting more attention in the positive way and not in the bad way. Like, look, it's cool. I would like to have that. Wow, it looks so nice. Yeah, sometimes I'm just getting some affirmation like, I would like to wear something, a piece of technology like this. You know, people are stopping me on the street and saying that's really cool, and it's very very nice that you can share it and you can show it, and there's no problem of hiding and things like that. So let's speak more about the influencer. We are everywhere. So we are in different countries. We are to the trade shows. We are on Instagram, on Facebook. Everybody loves the product, and the communities keep on growing. Let's say this is a new way of express yourself, and this is who we are actually. And I'm very proud that I am both part of the company, like a sales manager, and also like a user. This means a lot for me, and I can understand actually the product and the business in the same time. We can switch to the next slide, Katarina, please. Oh yes, of course. I cannot do a presentation without having my pictures on on the screen. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm a sales manager for UNYQ. I'm wearing a UNYQ cover and a socket, and I am father of Sonia, my daughter, who has 1 year, 9 months.
It's a lovely picture, and everyone is looking at the glass, Bogdan.
Yeah, everybody thinks that they left me with an empty glass, and yeah, I'm just telling them it is just the after party part.
Yeah.
So they just took the picture in the bad moment, let's say.
Lovely picture.
Yeah, of course, here we have some of our influencer testimonials. It will be a pleasure to read it, actually. So it took me a long time to stop feeling ashamed of being a bionic woman. I tried to hide that little leg so that everything resembled normally, as closely as possible. I think exposing myself with stylish prosthetic wear in advertisement and photos was very therapeutic. I feel immensely lucky to have inner strength and to be able to show the world that being different is not bad. It is enriching. Adapt, renew, and move on. That life is once and for now. Big kiss to Flore Spina. It's one of our influencer and a friend of mine. Of course, a picture is worth more than 1,000 words. And then we have another testimonial from Lion Forest, who is saying that no one should be ashamed on how they look and who they are. Coming out of the other side, I feel like a completely different person.
So and maybe we can add here, Bogdan, that because so many users have told us exactly this, that is such a difference to be able to show my personality. Because if I try to hide it, I feel like I'm cheating. And if I only show the rough prosthetic, it's a lot of discussion about my disability. But if I can have something that is expressing myself, like an accessory almost, it becomes like part of myself, and the discussion becomes about my personality instead. And because of this, we would like to understand this even better. So we will start a study together with the University in Jönköping to understand the positive impact on the psychological effects that co-creation of the device, that you are part of co-creating your own device, and also are able to look into democratic design, also the aesthetics and personalization. That will be important, and hopefully we will get even some more evidence for that, so we can get even more people get this feeling.
Yeah.
And so thank you, Bogdan, for all those good comments, and also your own experience that is so important. And you will come back to that a bit more at the end.
Yeah.
But I will just explain a bit about the third DNA, which is a unique way. You can say the value chain of unique, and what is really making unique a different company, or the uniqueness of the company. And first, the number one in the value chain is the biometric scanning, which is easy. Make it easy to select and capture your data of your sound leg and the prosthetic components that you have, so you can get a true personalization. And as Bogdan said before, it is a very intuitive app that you can use, which is free to download from the App Store. And when you've done that, all those data is sent to our extremely good industrial designers that are using generative design and artificial intelligence for faster processing and improved accuracy in making a perfect match to your sound leg and your anatomic shape, but also to the components you have. So it's a good fit to components and your anatomy, and with your selected look. And after that, it goes to the printing, where we now have a know-how of 3D printing since 5 years back. And it will be accessible to people today in 30 different countries, hundreds of clinics, and thousands of users in a short time. And if we look at the customer journey, this is the ordering process, where you start with the app, You download the app for free, and you do the order actually in a couple of minutes. You will get the pre-check by the designers, who will check the photos and measurement that they are okay. And when they have done the design, you will get a preview. We call it a mock-up, where you can see exactly how the cover will look like on your leg. And then you can confirm if you are satisfied with the design and the look. And if you are, we will start production 3D printing. And within 2 to 3 weeks, you will have the cover at the clinic or by your house. And how do we capture the data? We talked about that a bit, that it started with quite big and cumbersome 3D scanning devices. But now we are onto the mobile app, which is accessible for anyone. And also 2020, we are looking into an even more intuitive app coming out. And this is how it looks like when you are using the app. So you download it from the Apple Store, and you can see now on the left side how you can select the different patterns, the different looks, and you can then also select different colors on the front and the back. You can add on different signatures, as we talked about. And after that, you go on to the measurement, which you see is very intuitive. It explains how you will take the measurement. It also explains how you take the photos. So you can really see how you line up to get the perfect photos, aligned with the foot, and also in the different angles explained. And after that, you can then follow your order. It's easy to check out the mock-ups, the pre-check, how it will look like, the new cover on your leg. And when you and your clinician are satisfied, you can then accept it, and we will go for production, and you can then follow the order in the management in the app. But as you saw, the pictures and the measurement is enough for above knee prosthesis. If you have a below knee prosthesis, we also need the perfect 3D picture of your socket. And to be able to get that, we need a video, actually 3 videos around your socket, which we can show easily in our guides. It also explains in the app how you do it. So also here you take measurements and photos, but you also do a video where you take a video around the socket. So we can get the perfect fit with the cover to the socket and to the foot that you're using. And all this, of course, make it possible to also do remote ordering. So in those times when sometimes patients have had a hard time to come into the clinic, it's also possible for a prosthetist to guide a patient at home to take your own measurements with some help from one other person, and send that in, and you can also then check it before you can actually confirm it if you are satisfied.
I just, Katarina, sorry for interrupting you. I just saw a question for Rexa Wood. Actually, he was asking if we can order directly from us. Actually, if you saw the process of ordering, especially with the scans and with the pictures, this is why we are asking always a customer to go and order it through the clinician. So every time you want to order, you have to pass by the clinician, because there are some restriction regarding the positioning. You have to know how to take the pictures, you have to know how to take the measurements of the health leg. So there are some technical parts that the technician has to do it. So this is why every time you want a cover or another or socket or whatever from UNYQ, you have to pass by the clinic. So that's the reason. I hope I answer you about this. So you cannot order it directly. You can play with the app by yourself, choosing your model, choosing your colors, choosing different accessories. You can share it, but you cannot order it, go through the whole process of ordering by yourself. So they have to do it for you.
Yeah. And you can say what is possible is that you, together with your O&P clinic, because you also need to make sure that you have the right components, is that they can guide you in doing it from home if that is impossible to come into the clinics. So what we are explaining here is that there are possibilities with the technology to do it remotely with supervising from your prosthetist. And even easier is the reordering if you already have a cover. If you have a cover from before and you haven't changed any of the components, then you can do a reorder for a second cover or a third cover. And for that, we only need the serial number because we store all your data and everything. So you can order exactly the same cover, or you can order a new cover with a new design or look, but with the same shape. And that is possible to do just by giving us a serial number. So it makes it a bit easier in those times of lockdown. And to look into the generative design that helps us to make faster processing and more improved accuracy. We collect the data from the app, we do the design in the software, we do a mock-up that you will be able to confirm before it goes into production and the cover are shipped. And finally, we would like to say that what is important for us, because it's important for the user, is democratic design. And what do we mean with democratic design then? It is that we don't compromise of any of the 5 dimensions of design. It is the form that is actually only your imagination is the limit when it comes to this type of design and 3D printing. The function is very easy and to use. Bogdan already showed it. He will show you a bit more about the very strong magnets that we have that is easy to take on and off and adjust the components. It is very durable quality, and it's also hygienic because instead of foam that actually absorb water and dust and moisture, this is easy to clean and make hygienic. And it's sustainable because we are not using any inventory. You only produce what is used, and you have recyclable powder, polyamide 12, and it's no harmful chemicals. And finally, with having a free app, you don't have to buy a scanner. You can use your smartphone. It's very affordable for designing and developing and buying one of those covers. And also total health economics, we can say also the durability of the covers is longer. If you compare with foam, you don't have to cut it up when you have to change the components. You can take it on and off. And finally, the fourth DNA of UNYQ is, of course, the partners that we have around the world, all the O&P clinics that support us in develop and innovate those products and make them accessible for all the users around the world that has a need for them. We are very happy about the plus 500 clinics we're working with, and for actually every day we're adding new clinics, and every week we're adding new countries almost. So we hope to be able to be accessible for anyone that has a need or a wish for expressing themselves with the UNYQ products. And we also support our partners with catalogs in 4 languages. We have customer service in 6 different languages. We have displays and posters that you can have at your O&P clinic. The app is downloaded for free at app stores, but we also have a scanner if that is preferable. And we will have more of those online seminars on Facebook, but we will also have closed seminars for different O&P clinics or chains. And we have them in more than 6 different languages. So the takeaway, if you want more information, please visit our website. If you like to dress up with a UNYQ wear, if you're a user, please download our catalog from the website, unyq.com, and contact your O&P clinic, as Bogdan said. And if you like to partner up, if you are a clinician, please visit our resource page on our website, unyq.com, for how to place an order or sign up for our online seminar at Hello UNYQ. And as we talked about, the app is downloadable free of charge, and it's called UNYQ Armor app on app stores. So that was it. Now I actually would like to stop sharing and give the word back to Bogdan. So Bogdan can show you in reality what this is all about.
Yeah, so the idea is to show you some of our models in real that I have here. Some of them are demos that I'm using when I'm visiting our customers and I'm showing them. And then some of them are the new models that I have here, and I will show you one by one. And then I have my own covers that I'm wearing every day. So you can see them also. So let me start with one of our best sellers. It's not the only one, but it's one of our best sellers. So this one, it's called Rivet. Of course, we have here titanium and walnut color. And then, of course, we have the fast clamp. I will just show you again the fast clamp. I think this is a very nice component that our designer worked on it, and it's I'm very proud of them, actually. And I will take the advantage to tell them this live. So this is the clamp, easy to fit, and you clip it. I don't see it, but. And then someone was asking if there is any possibility to have it with magnets. Actually, in the app, you have this possibility. You just have to switch, to choose which one you prefer. Magnets or screws, it doesn't matter. It's just a matter of choice. And then sometimes if you want to have your cover in different actions, like, I don't know, biking, or maybe it's better with screws, but the magnets are strong enough. So in my opinion, magnets are okay. Or maybe when you want to go into the water, I have them with magnets, and I'm just using a small strap and that I'm putting on just to avoid to lose the back part. But the magnets, like you see, if you have your finger here, believe me, it will hurt. So this is one of the models. Rivet. This is also an extra. So this part here, we call it a protector. It means that when you kneel down, this is only for the AK, for the above knee amputees like me. So when you kneel down, only this part will scratch, because we all know painting will scratch on cars, on phones, even on covers. So only this part will scratch. It's removable. You have a small screw hidden here. I don't know if you can see it. You just remove the screw. This part is going out. We just change this part. Okay, so only this one will be screw up, let's say. So this is one of the model, Rivet. Then I have a wave here, different colors, different model. I'm trying to watch the chat in the same time. Maybe if someone has different questions, I can answer them at the same time. So this is called the Flyer. Also different colors. This is the wine color with yellow, both matte. Just take them one by one. Wave, this is a special color. This is very tricky to do this this painting job, because you just have to let the painting and cool down, and then you come with another. It's a technical, a tricky part. Also, our painters are very good at this. Yeah, we call it ice. Same thing with this one. This is antique. So this is the finishing. These are two covers for transtibial. Okay, you have the socket with on the top and the covers all around. Just put this here. Let's show you some new models, 2020 models. This one that I love so much, it's called Athlon. Very nice design. Of course, this is one of my demos. Again with magnets. Also, you guys ship to Brazil. Yes, of course. We are shipping also to Brazil. I think we have to check the costs, but I think there's no problem. Actually, to answer your question, Beth. The knee protector is not standard. It's also something that you choose in the app if you want it or you don't have, you don't want it. It's an extra, like the vinyl and the logo that you can add on the cover. So this is Atalon. This one, we call it Breeze. But I don't know if you can see it, but actually there are some leaves here on the back. This is a very nice one. Of course, I love them all. I see them every day. I love them all. It's a matter of taste also. So, and then this is a heavy piece, the Kai. Of course, the color is also a nice one, but the details on it are very, very nice. I'm keeping it like this so you can see the full shape of it.
I actually have a question here, Bogdan, which is from Beth.
Yeah.
She has a unique cover purchased in December 2017 and received a lot of compliments, which we love to like to hear. Her question is, has the material you use to make the covers changed at all to make them lighter?
Yeah, I don't know the cover that you have. It's since we for how many years do you have the cover actually? Because what we 2017. Actually, now what we are doing, we are doing the covers even lighter because we reduce the thickness. So actually, if at the beginning it was, we still keep it at 4 millimeters maybe. Now we can do in 2 millimeters. It means that it's more thinner, more flexible, and less. You have less weight. So we have also. I will show you mine because I have it in 2 millimeters. So the Kai, the back part of the Kai, and then I will switch to a new model. Of course, if you change the color, the colors, everything will change. And then another one, this one we call it Camellia. We all know why. You can see the design on it. And of course, I don't have all of them here, so maybe I have. This one is one of my covers. This one we call it Atlantis, and we have some new details and some nice, okay, like this. So this is the shape of my calves actually, the front one. Okay, I will show you, maybe I will show you my prosthetic with my health leg in the same after I finish with. So this is one of my covers. Yeah, not so many scratches. Of course, you have to take care of the painting. There is not indestructible. So like I was saying, like your phone, like your car, it will scratch if you don't pay attention to it, if you hit hard parts, and when you kneel down, if you don't put something on it, and you kneel directly on hard surfaces, it will scratch. But of course, it will not break. You have to hit it very hard to break it, to do some crazy stuff with it. But the painting, we can do the paint again, or you can do your paint by yourself if you don't want to send it to us. So this
we also have another question, Bogdan. Yeah. Does the cover fit to an Endolight KX06?
Yeah, actually, we can do covers for all type of knees. With the polycentric knees, like the key 06 that you have, I don't have one here. We are not able to cover it until the top. So actually, what you will have, you will have a small cut here. So you will see the knee in this part here. It's just to avoid that the cover breaks when you kneel down, actually, because for that knee to cover it completely, we have to do a gap here between the knee. So let's imagine this is the knee here. Let me take a part of, I don't know how to show you. We have to do a small gap between both of them, like this. Let's say you will have a space. So when you kneel down, this can bend and this can break. So it's better to do a cut. And when you kneel down, you kneel on your knee and not on the cover. So, but of course we can do it. And you will see some digital images before sending it to the production. So you can tell us if it's okay or not, if you like the shape or not, if you want some changes.
Exactly, and also maybe what we can add to Beth's questions about the weight of the cover, because the cover has been thinner, made thinner, but also the internal components has been redesigned, so the whole weight of the cover is a lot less than it was in 2017.
Yeah.
Super good. So did you want to show anything more, Bogdan?
No, I think I'm okay with, I don't know if maybe different colors. I have another one here. Maybe just to show you on reel some different colors. This is mint color with rose gold. And yeah, that's it. And I have also, let me show you here. This is one of the covers. This is a very special cover, actually. This is one of my first covers. So I was telling you that I was one of the first customers of UNYQ. So this was my personalized cover. It was a different type of technology that they were using at that moment. It's called ABS. So the 3D printing was with the filament, the printer that we can see now everywhere. So if you want to see the past and the future and the present, actually, the future I don't have it here. It's in our safe, let's say, but you can see it here. The shape is the same, but I can feel the weight. I know that the material is less stronger, and but this cover is a special place in my heart because of yeah, it represents the beginning of UNYQ and the beginning of my collaboration with them. So yeah, thank you all for
that was a lovely ending, Bogdan. We are so happy to have you at UNYQ and all other UNYQers around the world. We would also like to know from you if you think this was valuable. Should we focus on something specifically more, something less? Is it something else you want to hear about UNYQ and UNYQ's wearable and how we work and with the partners we have? Let us know, and we will do more live streaming if that is of a wish from you as a watcher. And we will be back, we promise. And please let us know what we can improve, and hope you have a lovely day, evening. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a nice day.